Hello and welcome to a Box Minisode where we're going to be covering the news for this week. We didn't have time to cover it during our Trial of Fernando Alonso, so this is just to cover all the news that came out during the past week, including liveries, etc., etc. I am AMG Mercedes' livery, Shannon Hayes.
I am the single pink stripe representing BTW for the Aston Martin livery, Sam Cockcroft.
And I'm the Russia-mobile, Merel Houston.
I think clearly we want to start by talking about some of the liveries that came out recently. My personal favorite is the AMG mobile for Mercedes. Probably the worst livery I've seen. I'm gonna be real. I did not like it. The AMGs, why?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm not a fan.
It's the same as like what they had before. They had their logo and now they replaced it with AMG. Like,
yeah,
looks stupid.
They just did the same thing and slapped a bunch of extra AMGs on
yeah.
there. Like, that's not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
This bad boy can fit so many AMGs on it.
I have to say I'm a huge fan of the Williams livery, though.
Me too.
Yes.
I've seen so many people hate on it, though.
I don't understand. I keep seeing people that don't like the back end of it, and I'm like, it's really nice, and I also feel like it separates them more from Mercedes. I feel like their past liveries have been very Mercedes-esque and really put them in the position as Mercedes feeder team or secondary team.
Yeah.
But I think this really sets them apart and puts them on on their own, and I really like it.
I also think it just looks so different. I don't know if that's why people are hating on it, but I think it's cool they finally did something really different.
Yeah, I like the difference.
I wouldn't say it's beautiful, but it's cool.
I think it looks sick. I like the blue that they chose. I like that they switched it up.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I like the little flecks of yellow that are on there.
Yeah.
It's a good car.
Yeah.
But the one that I really love is Aston Martin. I just love that green. They could have used more pink. I think the pink and green together looks so cool. But I don't know, that olive tone green. Also, their race suits, Lance and Vettel, they just look so good. It looks so good.
Yeah. I'm definitely more of a fan of the green than I thought, but also a lot of people don't like it either.
I know.
The liveries this year are very controversial. I don't know why.
Yeah. There was a photo that Aston put out that was it was of the drivers or whatever, but they clearly put the the detail filter or whatever structure on Instagram all the way up to 100 because you could see every wrinkle in both of their face. It was bad. It didn't look good, or I think they wanted it to look gritty and real, but it was just super sharp detail for no reason. They needed to tone that down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Haas has the Russia mobile with just...
They're literally... Okay, I saw that, by the way. Someone said Russia mobile, and now that's all I've been saying. I saw it on, an Instagram account. It's amazing. But, it's literally illegal for Russia right now to sport their flag in any competitive sport because they, had a whole doping incident. So for the next 2 years, they're literally not allowed to sport the Russian flag, and Russian athletes aren't allowed to they're allowed to be Russian athletes, but they're not allowed to represent Russia in that way. So I don't know. I think this is so obviously the Russian flag.
How could you? It's on the back. It's on the front wing. It's everywhere. It's not even just once. It's all over the car.
Yeah. And wait, what's that? I'm gonna look it up right now. But their new sponsor, their new title sponsor,
the Uralkali something.
Uralkali or something. Their colors are literally orange or something out there. So they can't even put it on that. If the Uralkali colors were red, blue, and white, then it would have been maybe this is but it's literally not.
Maybe the defense is that it's technically also the US's colors and Haas is a US team, so consider that.
But when you align them that way, is it? Is it?
Just consider that. Maybe it's the US. I don't know.
I just came out of nowhere too.
Your alkali's colors are red and green. So if they were, like, gonna go for that, they would have made it red and green and, like, white.
And then everybody would have been like, oh, it's Mexico.
Also, though, I feel so bad for Mick that he's literally gonna be driving a car that is the Russian flag.
I saw an edit where they corrected it to be the German flag colors, and they were like, just for Mick, heart.
That would have been so much better.
I think it would be really cool, though, like, if this, like, say, like, this car for any other team, and then you just use the colors of, like, that person's, like, nationality or their flag or whatever, that would be such a cool design, but not like this.
Yeah. No.
Also, I don't know if you guys saw this, but the Williams livery, the drop got, like, they were doing it through an app, and the app got hacked. So, like, 2 hours before the drop, someone leaked the images, and they weren't able to have their release. Yeah.
Oh.
I saw that, and a lot of the comments were blaming Williams for it.
I mean, they probably should have had better security. But like,
they were basically just like, it should have been better protected. This was literally a free app that I could download. It's not my fault. I don't know.
Well, I saw also, didn't Mercedes, they weren't hacked, but they did something similar where they were like livery drop at whatever time, and then they just posted it everywhere anyway, and they were like, oh, by the way, in the meantime, while you're waiting for the launch, here it is. Like,
oh my gosh.
Why are they like this?
Yeah, I think this isn't, like, I'm gonna go back to Haas. All of the teams have been doing their livery drops at, like, midday European time, which means that I've missed all of them because I'm asleep in America. Except for McLaren, first of all. They started it off, and I was busy during the time, so I didn't watch it. But I was able to watch it because I was at least awake. And then Haas goes and does the same thing and schedules it on European time as the only American team. Yeah. See, this is why I think McLaren is more American, because you have Zach Brown and his American accent caring about Americans.
Zach Brown fights for the rights of Americans in Formula 1. Do Americans deserve rights? Maybe not, but...
Zach Brown is out here caring about American fans. Haas does not give a shit.
Yeah. I mean, Haas
doesn't give a
shit
team?
about any of their fans.
That's true. They don't give a shit about anybody, period.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, do we want to discuss Mazepin's quote, 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 apology?
Yeah,
quote,
I think
quote,
we
quote.
should touch upon it, because when I saw that, I was like, that was so obviously written by someone, like, his PR team. Like, there's no way he would have said any of that.
Yeah. It was stupid. It wasn't even an apology.
It was, like, not even an apology, and, like, also saying, like, didn't he, like, say that he has, you know, acknowledged or, like, repented for his actions in private or whatever, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
There needs to be more. I just genuinely don't think that he feels any remorse for anything that happened, and he's basically just, like, saying that apology in order to, I guess, protect himself and Haas and their image, which is not working, and then also so that he can, next time, assuming there will probably be a next time, he'll just gonna do it in private, and now he knows not to post about it and not get caught, which is not a lesson that he needed to learn. And on that note,
also, like,
I have to go.
Okay.
TTYL. I do want to also talk about, regarding the Haas thing, like, so, like, I also see a bunch of people online that are like, oh, like, people are just, like, faking outrage about this or whatever, and they're, like, not genuinely like, it's just, like, the woke police, like, no matter what he said, he would have been mad. And it's, like, not really, like, there was a correct way to go about it, and, like, maybe there would have still been people mad about it, because obviously he fucked up tremendously. But, like, what he could have done is immediately, like, issued an apology, right? Immediately, like, address that and, like, sincerely apologize, which he hasn't done. And then on top of that, like, do an act of service, like donate to a women's shelter. He has so much money, do that. Donate to a women's shelter, genuinely apologize to the girl, and, like, you know, I know that the girl has come out and said, like, oh, like, haha, we're just friends, but she's also been liking stuff on her socials about, like...
It's been, like, very conflicting messages from her, and I'm sure it's hard to be in that position, because now she's, like, in the public's eye too. Like, I'm sure she doesn't want to go ahead and say one thing or the other, because whatever she says, the public is going to be like like, it's going to be on everyone's radar. But like, I think also what you said, it's that he hasn't apologized, but also all he's done is basically been defending himself. He's like, I have so much to learn and like that kind of stuff. But like, yeah, everyone does. That doesn't mean you can go ahead and touch women whenever you feel like it. Like,
we should have already learned that one in like grade school. Like, don't.
Yeah, that's something you learn when you're like 1 year old. Like, what?
Yeah, like, yeah. I don't know. And also, like, I don't know. Like, there's ways to handle these types of things, and he did not do it. Like,
no.
He just, like, couldn't be bothered.
Also, he has such a big support group. Like, he has so many resources that, like, he could have tapped into and be like, okay, let's organize this. Let me, like, right my wrongs. He's done nothing.
Yeah. He just didn't give a shit.
No.
Like, he couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
So I guess, okay, let's move on, because he legitimately angers me.
Yeah. Let's move on to a really good thing, which is Romain and Marion, who were in the Drive to Survive new trailer.
Yo, that trailer, like, straight up made me horny. I was so hyped for this new season of Drive to Survive.
It gave me chills.
It was so cool. Yeah. And, like, also just like, oh, man, it really, I'm so excited now. I'm so hyped. I'm gonna binge the whole thing in, like, one day.
Me too. But also the thing is, like, I have such high expectations because this season was so crazy. Like, if this doesn't live up to my expectations.
I know. Yeah, I showed it to some friends who, like, don't even watch Formula 1, and they were like, oh my god, like, this looks sick as hell. And I was like, yeah, you should start watching. Like, get into it, fam.
Yeah.
But it had that really cute moment with Roman and Marion where she, like, rolled his eyes at him. That's a cute meme. I like that meme for both of them.
I just love her reaction. Also, like, now Romain is, like, put his, like, in all his bios, he's like, I survived the fire or something. The Phoenix. He's called himself the Phoenix.
He's like, finally, a cool nickname. Let me jump on that. Gonna take full advantage of this for my sick nickname.
It's cute, though. It's cute. It's a little extra, but...
And then we have Williams confirming Aitken as their new reserve driver.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I feel like we already knew that was going to happen. Like,
yeah.
But it's cool that he is staying with them for another season. And then Jamie Chadwick also is their development driver, which is cool. It's cool to see women in, I mean, I guess it's not a very high position in F1 yet, but it's showing promise.
Yeah. Also, just, like, having any drivers that are women.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm happy with that, you know? Yeah. I'd like there to be more, but I'll take what I can get.
This is a step in the right direction. And then Kvyat is Alpine's reserve driver, so he's hopped onto another team.
Damn. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's wild. Oh, and then they finally confirmed
Portimao. Yeah.
Nice. So you'll be nearby.
Yeah.
You'll be listening into the air for the sounds of those.
I don't know if I'd be able to go. I don't know if, because that's the third one, so that's in, like, April somewhere. I can't believe there's only 21 days or, like, 20 days left now.
Oh my god. I know. It's really sneaking up now. I'm hyped. Crazy. It's coming up. And one of those weeks, like, right before, it's going to be Drive to Survive.
Oh,
so that'll fill up a whole week. And testing.
Yeah, there's Drive to Survive, testing, and then it's races.
It really flew by in this last month. It's all coming together, finally.
Crazy. I'm excited.
Porsche, possibly joining.
Yeah.
Porsche.
See,
I say Porsche, but I've heard people say Porsche because it's German, so you would say the E on the end, and you would say Porsche.
Well, but... in Dutch, we say Porsche, too, so...
Well, then, I'm going to be straight up American and just say Porsche.
Yeah.
So, Porsche announced that they're possibly joining Formula 1 in 2025, and it was part of that thing about more eco-friendly engines or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, Mercedes is already leaning towards that they're trying to be more sustainable. But Porsche was, I think they were saying that if the regulations are changed and they can use more like, I don't know exactly how everything works, but like more sustainable or more eco-friendly fuels and materials and stuff like that, then they would consider joining. And I think F1 is leaning towards that anyway. Like, they want to take the environment into consideration.
Yeah, it's already quite an environmental toll to fly all these guys around the world to drive these cars. You know, any steps they can take to being more environmental would be great.
Yeah. But, I don't know. Would be cool. I mean, I guess, like, the E-Series, like, the electric cars, that's already a thing. So, like, I'm also, like, how would making Formula 1 more... I guess they just use eco-friendly fuels or, like, more sustainable fuels, but I don't know. Like, wouldn't that kind of just turn F1 into E-Race, like, the electric cars?
Well, I don't know. I feel like e-racing has a ways to go probably before it catches up with... So if we can keep the same level of competition that we have at Formula 1, but move to more sustainable, that might be ideal. I was trying to look it up. Volkswagen. I'll say that 3 different ways. They also joined Porsche in their announcement of
cool.
So that would be interesting too, VW joining. If they move towards more sustainable fuels in 2025. That would be interesting to see. I wonder who they would replace.
That's what I was thinking. Would they replace or would they join? Like, would there be more constructors?
Or, I don't think there would be more constructors. I think they would have to replace. I feel like, I mean...
Haas.
Williams and Haas are a race to the bottom right now. Williams might be on the up and up. We'll have to see.
Williams has strong
I feel like it would have to be Williams and Haas. Yeah.
Well, I guess Mick is a strong driver. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, I guess.
Yeah, TBD. Give us a few more years. We'll report back.
We'll report back in 4 years' time.
Yeah. And then I think what's the final bit of news here?
Oh yeah, Bahrain Open. So that's like the first GP Bahrain Open ticket sales for vaccinated and COVID recovered fans. So anyone that has been vaccinated can attend, which
that's
is cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's good that they're putting that restriction on because I don't know, otherwise it's gonna go out of control.
Yeah. I hope they're like sincerely checking the vaccine stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean that's pretty cool that they're allowing that, and I feel like that is the responsible way to start reopening the races up. I heard a statistic that I don't know if it's going to come to fruition, but that all of the US should be vaccinated by end of May.
Whoa.
If the rollouts go to plan and people like aren't being anti-vaxxers about it. But like in theory,
that's literally so much faster than
herd immunity by end of May. Don't know if that's totally possible. I'm just sus at this point.
Because with the new Johnson & Johnson, like, that one's only one shot. That could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here, it seems like I won't get vaccinated until, like, July. We'll see, you know. Hopefully this will all be over soon.
Yeah. God, I hope so. And then we can go see a race.
We can go watch the GPs at like a sports bar.
No, I was thinking we report live from the track. Catch us at the Singapore GP, guys.
With our microphones, our snowballs, we can catch some. Our intro can be an actual car and not one that I got from YouTube.
Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us on this Minisode adventure. You can feel free to follow us on all of our socials. We are at BoxBoxBox on TikTok and Instagram, and at BoxBoxBoxPod on Twitter. So feel free to give us a follow for some dank F1 memes. And thank you so much for listening. Adios.
再见。